Well, everybody enjoys talking to us here at the New Leaf, but the management chased us off. Let's go talk to them. Actually, it was people in the community that told her to come out and stand here. They said this is a really nice store and a good place to pass out flyers.
Okay,
and
well.
So some guy came out. She said some sort of chubby guy came out with a radio.
These two gentlemen.
Yeah.
One's a store manager and one's above him. So I will talk to them.
All right, talk to them. All right. Excuse me. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
People in your community know that we're doing a horseback trip across the country.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. And so they recommended. They said, "Hey, go down." We were downtown. And they said, "Hey, go down in front of New Leaf. There's a lot of people coming by." And so people in the community recommended to come here and hand out flyers.
Okay.
But my wife said there was some problem and she didn't speak a whole lot of English.
Yeah, I just tried to. I didn't know who it was. Nobody even had the courtesy to come in and say, "Hi, we're so and so. Do you mind if we stand out in front or pass out the flyers?"
Well, they actually moved sort of around, so it wasn't actually trying to target this store per se. So.
Okay, I did read the brochure, so.
So they just were. Because a lot of people said, "Hey, don't stand over there downtown because nobody comes downtown anymore. Come down to New Leaf."
Go down to New Leaf.
And the Peets, and they said people who are interested in organics and sustainability and indigenous human rights, they go there. Other types go to Safeway. And so,
so it's just communication.
Yeah, just communication.
Yeah. So we want to know if it was okay or not okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And we're like, tomorrow or the next day, we're moving on down towards LA. We got a horse, and so.
Where'd you start?
Salem, Oregon.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're going across the country?
Yeah, we're doing a human rights project for the Akha people in Thailand, and
nice.
We've been working about 17 years on it. And so we're going to the consulate in LA because the Queen of Thailand's taken away huge tracts of land, or rice land. And so nobody in the U.S. knows these people exist, or they think Thai food, fly Thai Airways, but nobody knows what the Queen of Thailand's doing. So then we go to LA and then we ride to New York at the UN. So it's about a year-long project.
Wow.
And so
it'll take a year to get there?
Yeah, and we've only been back in the country 2 years, and we just getting the word out about the Akha. There's 600,000 of these people, and hardly anybody knows they're there. So
it's a long ride.
Yeah.
It's 20 miles a day. It takes a while.
Is it 20 miles
20 miles a day.
Yeah, 20,
Rain
25.
or snow or
It doesn't matter, man. It's like, you know, I ride and they wait. And I moved the bus. I hitchhiked back and moved the bus. We had a driver, but they banked just before we left. Had a family tragedy come up, and so they left. And so I just hitchhike back every day and get the bus and move it. And so you have one of the best feed stores we've seen since Portland.
Half-based store.
Yeah, the feed and fuel.
Yeah.
And so we said, well, we better stock up on grain here before we go, because
there's a good one in Santa Cruz too if you're going through there.
What's it called?
I asked him for a donation and tell him about Akha people, and someone store people come and say don't stay in here, and Akha people say don't stay here. He do not say like that. Akha people is good.
Okay, so you're just go in front of a shopping center and you ask some people for some donation, and you're telling people about Akha people, and people taking flyers and asking questions, and the store owner come to you and say don't stand in front of our New Leaf store and ask for donations, but you're not making any problem. You're just, the customer want to talk to you, they talk to you. They don't want to talk to you, they keep walking. So is in Thailand the same like this? In Thaiไม่ของเขาติกรเหมือนกันล่ะ What's it like in Thai ไม่ของ
Thai, Akha say you can stay in here and you can stay in here. He say don't stay here. He don't say like that.
So in Thailand, if you went in front of somebody's business and you were asking customer and people on the sidewalk for donation, they wouldn't tell you to go away.
No.
Okay, so you saw that many times in Thailand, right? Because there are many poor people in Thailand, and so in the West, everybody concerned so much about their money. They're going to somehow lose some money. and everybody have so much money, but they're gonna always lose some money somehow. Everybody worried too much about their own money. You have more money in America than any other country in the world, but people act like they're gonna lose one dime. If anybody gonna get one dime from them that belonged to them, and someone else is gonna get it. So people are very quick to tell you, don't coming near here, don't ask a donation, who give you permission, you get a donation, I don't get the money, like that, you know. So we see this a lot with
I asked him for a donation, and someone talked and someone happy, and store people came and he said don't stay in here and go in some place. Store people say like that.
Oh, from the New Leaf store.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And so the Peet's Coffee, when you came in front of the Peet's Coffee House while I was drinking their coffee, so I'm a customer and you were talking to the ladies out front of the store, the worker in the Peet's Coffee came to me too and said, don't let him stand there, ask for donation or hand out flyers. I can't let him do that. Why not? The world gonna come to an end? Your coffee gonna go bad? What's the problem? You're that poor? You're that stingy that someone stand in front of your store? How many people come and stand in front of your store and ask for donation or give out flyers or try to help their own people? Not very many. I never saw anybody out front of Peet's. So it's it feel like it's just for the rich people, you know, to have a good life, and the poor people go to hell, like that, you know.
Somebody people, lot of people coming and look at me. Somebody say, hey, you, where you come from? What country? Talking like that. Me say, me Akha people, Thailand. Beautiful people, like that, talking people.
Right. So the customer, they want to find out about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So why the business lose money? And we go there every day and buy food and buy some milk and grocery and meat too. But now we don't want to go back to that store. Okay. We'll talk to you again later, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Today's Atsa's first day on the camera. I just wanted to comment on the experience that Michu had yesterday in front of Peet's Coffee, where the woman behind the counter came and told me, oh, they can't be out front of the building. Even though the people coming to drink coffee were very interested in the flyers and were glad to give donations and help out. No, you can't do that. And in front of New Leaf, the manager came out and said the same thing. Who are you and who gave you permission to be here? And then when I asked him about it, he said, well, if they would have at least had the courtesy to come in and ask me, or to ask someone in the store, and it was like, well, wait a minute. When the Westerners come to Akha villages, what courtesy do we see in the Akha villages? Here, if you're in front of their store, it's their store. The sidewalk in front of their store is their store sidewalk. The street in front of their store is their store street. Hence all belonging to them. And when they come into the Akha villages, it's their village because they're on their trek. And they're in that village to get their meal and their photos, all for free, of course. No, I don't pay for photos of you because intrinsically, because I trek to your village, you're mine. And we saw this attitude a lot in the Akha village among tourists. So that's just one of the kinds of situations we run into. The people in Half Moon Bay are really good to us, and I just wanted to bring that out. It didn't just come up today, it's come up a number of times, but it's also come up in Thailand. And I was explaining to Michu when tourists came into Thailand and stayed in the village in Thailand, how the village, the Akha village, was just an extension of their home in America or Europe, and that it was much like a possession, and the divine right of kings, if you will. And so that when she goes to America, you know, that she would see how people acted in the village, and then when they came to visit, but then when they go home, it's all theirs too. So that was just something that she was picking up on, and we noticed it, and so we wanted to comment about it. generally don't like to comment about a lot of stuff like this, but it's part of the picture. And there are some businesses in Thailand that'll, you know, shoo somebody away from the front of their shop, give them a few coins and say, hey, go stand over in front of that shop or something. But I think it's much more strongly embedded in Western society. You know, street vendors or anybody that might infringe on the people that that have businesses that are protected. And so the economics is very important to the Akha. So how economics is done between people is something we want to point out too. And anyway, that's just a tidbit of some of the daily politics we encounter. Thank you.